So I just finished filming my grade 1 homeschool curriculum, and then I also wanted to include what I'm doing with my 4.5-year-old. So she is technically preschool age, and I just wanted to share what I'm doing with her while I'm homeschooling my 6-year-old. Because as you know, having multiple children and trying to gauge everyone's individual attention can be very difficult, especially when you're trying to do schooling. Preschool is all about fine gross motor skills, arts and crafts, things like that, learning through play. I do not think that you need bookwork for a preschool student. I don't think it's necessary at all. Maybe some coloring, things like that, just practicing holding crayons for future pencil holding, things like that. But when your children are very close in age and one of them wants to be just like her big sister, then you need to get some school bookwork for her to do, to feel involved and to feel like she's just doing what her older sister is doing. So that is what we did. So for Harlow, if you watched my previous video, we ordered a lot from The Good and the Beautiful, their grade 1 stuff. So I also ordered Harlow some things as well, the hard copies. Like I said, some of it's free on their website and you can just print at home, but it's just, no, I wasn't doing that. So I did order her some stuff as well so that I can pull it out while I'm teaching Ryland whatever lesson we are that day. Harlow can feel involved, but it's also self-led, so she's able to do it without too much direction from me. So for Harlow, I did get the writing books through The Good and the Beautiful. This is the pre-writing part 1. It has just cute little tracing, coloring, little things like that that she can follow along and do herself. I don't have to give her too much direction. I did do one of these last year with her, and she just like flew through it. So I actually ordered 2 this time just because I anticipate her going through that one pretty fast. So I got her the level K, the kindergarten one as well. I don't expect her to finish this, and she will need a little bit more help from me, but I wanted to challenge her a bit because as she's sitting with us doing school, as she's sitting with us doing Rise work, I find she's actually she's ahead more than Ryland was at her age. Like when we started kindergarten with Ryland, she didn't even recognize like half of the alphabet letters. She could say them, but she couldn't see them. She couldn't point them out on a piece of paper. But with Harlow, because she's there learning alongside Ryland, maybe not directly, she's still learning. So she actually knows way more than Ryland did at this age. So I will try to challenge her a bit if she's interested, because this is not necessary for her age. It's totally not. But I also need to keep her busy while I'm with Ryland. So I did get these 2 writing books. I also got her this little, from The Good and the Beautiful, it's called Insect and Spiders Mazes. It's tracing through these fun images. She can do that on her own. For her own little science curriculum, I did get her, it's called Little Mammals and Big Mammals. There's stories, little interactive flip books so she can practice cutting. And Ryland loves learning about animals too. So this will be both of their interests. It's not just Harlow, but it is catered to preschool. And then the big chunk of her stuff, I got her the actual preschool workbook through The Good and the Beautiful. Similar to Ryland's, it's very beautiful. I love the illustrations. It's just recognizing letters, cutting and pasting, letter matching, things like that. Again, not necessary, but I think she will enjoy it and feeling like she's a big girl. And it also comes with worksheets, so coloring, letters, I think there's cutting and pasting, all that sort of stuff. And it's fun to bring along when we do. So if we go to the library, she can also have something to do. It also comes with cute little interactive cards to go along with it for games and stuff like that. And I think Ryland will enjoy doing this too when she kind of needs a little bit of a break of doing the harder work. I think she'll enjoy kind of teaching Harlow some of this stuff that she already knows. So I'm gonna try to use that as well to my advantage, just to get Ryland more engaged when she's having tougher days. Because just like in public school, sometimes your kid just doesn't want to do schoolwork, and the benefit of doing it at home is recognizing it, switching it up. Maybe we'll go bake some muffins and then we'll come back to it, or we'll go outside and play, or build a snowman, I don't know, something to do, and then we'll come back to it. So there's all different ways of engaging. So that is it for Harlow's preschool stuff. Like I said, not necessary. I feel like I'm saying that a million times, but I don't want parents to feel like they're not doing enough with their 3 to 4 year old because they're not in preschool or they're not doing like a curriculum. It's not necessary. If your kid's happy playing building blocks while you're teaching your other one, do that. Sometimes Harlow will start a worksheet and she'll go, I don't want to do this anymore. And she'll leave and she'll go play by herself, which I love. I love that she has that time by herself because they are so close in age. I feel like when they're with each other all the time, they just get on each other's nerves and they fight all the time. So having alone time is really good for them. So yes, you can do coloring worksheets and all that sort of stuff, but don't sweat if your kid's not interested. They still have lots of time. Like even in kindergarten, it's not a huge deal. So don't feel bad about it. I feel like I need to say that a million times because sometimes you start just second guessing yourself and you don't need to. You do what's right for you and you do what's right for your kid. That's the best part of homeschooling. You can follow their lead. So anyways, so thanks so much for watching. If you haven't seen my other video about Ryland's grade 1 curriculum, go ahead and watch that if you're interested. Maybe your kid's not there yet, but this is just what we're doing this year and follow along. Thanks so much for watching.